Shit, it might be a miracle. It might genuinely be a miracle. I am on time for my own stream. When is the last time that it happened? That I scheduled a stream, no pushbacks, no delays, and we made it on time. When is the last time that that happened? Has that ever happened? I don't think so. Well, that's fun stuff. I That's amazing. I mean that's historic right there. In all seriousness though, welcome back everybody to another epic Davis Does Weather live stream. I've got to get my iPads so that I can read all your guys' lovely chat messages and probably some not so lovely ones too. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We are going to be watching tonight for the potential of not only a major winter storm on the horizon, but, I mean, as of right now, we've got a winter storm ongoing. A lake effect winter storm. Now, a lot of this stream will be dedicated to focus on the upcoming winter storm that is going to be impacting much of the United States this weekend. But we did already just do a forecast on that like an hour ago, so while I do want to go a little bit further in depth on that, I do want to keep this not necessarily entirely, but mostly to the ongoing situation in the Great Lakes region. I'm sorry, I know I look like a crazy person. I'm trying to grab a charger. But anyway, if you're not familiar with what we're talking about, we have an ongoing winter storm right now across portions of western PA, northeast Ohio, even portions of upstate New York. We've got lake effect snow warnings, we've got these heavy snow bands, and yes, even some thunder snow has been reported across portions of Lake Erie, specifically near Cleveland, Ohio. We had a report of thunder snow about 2 hours ago. We're going to continue to watch as this event evolves overnight. We've already got several inches of accumulation across all of these areas of northeastern Ohio, northwestern PA, and again, portions of western upstate New York. Again, those greenish, kind of weird teal color polygons are what those lake effect snow warnings are. So if you are included in those warnings, I mean, make sure that you're staying safe out there and particularly avoiding travel. Although the main show for you guys is going to be this weekend, this is nothing to play around with. Some of these lake effect snow warnings mention the potential for snow up to 2 feet in the most persistent bands. So I mean, again, this is a not necessarily a emergency live stream, but this is not just let's sit here and just kind of joke around like we usually do. I mean, this is a pretty serious situation where we've got damaging wind gusts up to 45 miles an hour. And then again, 1 to 2 feet of snow in some areas. I mean, that is going to lead to blizzard conditions, and I mean, it already is here across portions of northeastern Ohio and northwestern PA. Now, again, we are seeing a little bit of that thunder snow because we are just along the freezing point here along Lake Erie. We're sitting at about 33 degrees, which is allowing for snow to fall and consistent snow, not too much wintry mix in the way there. But it's also allowing for some lightning because these are really intense bands of precipitation. So we're going to see how this event evolves over the next couple of hours. I don't necessarily see us being here for the next couple of hours. I think this is probably going to be a relatively short stream, maybe. We'll see what happens. But how is it going tonight, chat? It has been a little bit. I'm not going to wait for my iPad to turn on. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to go ahead and pull up stream chat here on my computer, which means I have to move you. Come on. Okay. Give me just a second here. We got 10 people watching. What's going on, Misty, Random Texan Guy, Mr. Twister, Redbird. We got Pete, B-Dog, Vincent. We've got Sam, Central Illinois EAS, Weather Bro. All the usual squad back in here once more. It's good to see you guys all back here again. I am going to ask you really quickly to take a second to stop and click that like button down below. Gang, let's see if we can hit 50 likes this stream. We have not done that for a very long time. I spelt that wrong. We're going to try and that again. 50 likes this stream. There we go. That's what I like to see. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Again, you guys are awesome. Again, we kind of talked a little bit yesterday about why I haven't been posting as much, and I do appreciate all the supportive comments down there. We're trying to get back into the swing of things. We really are. I don't want this to be a dying channel eternally. That's not what I'm rooting for here. So whenever you guys do just tune into the little streams like this, it really does help out a lot, and I really do appreciate that. We do have a dono goal for tonight. If we do get a $5 donation through Super Chats or more, we will have another stream tomorrow. Otherwise, we're probably not going to stream tomorrow, and we'll just have a forecast video. But yeah, I mean, we can certainly begin to stream the actual upcoming system tomorrow if we needed to, and if we get that donation goal hit. Because we are going to see these big-time snow bands move through portions of the northern and central plains and even portions of the northern Rockies over the next, not even just tomorrow, but kind of the next several hours here. If we go back to the 0Z run of the HRRR model and we take a look at the precipitation type forecast, you're going to notice a lot of that snowfall is beginning to move through portions of Montana already, and by the overnight hours, we're going to see some of this moving through portions of the northern plains. By 2 p.m. tomorrow, we not only have that big old snow band moving through portions of Iowa, but also some ice accumulation potentially mixing in there, and potentially a lot more of that by late tomorrow night. This is 3 a.m. tomorrow night. We've got that huge band of ice accumulation. If something like that actually does end up playing out, we could be looking at a significant to historic ice event. Not only do we have that, not only do we have the snow, but we're also expecting the threat for some severe weather as we go into Saturday. A Day 3 marginal risk is already in place from the Storm Prediction Center for portions of Dixie Alley. We're going to be watching for the threat of some damaging wind gusts and maybe a little bit of hail. I would not rule out an isolated tornado as of right now. Instability is going to have to get a lot higher, though. We're not seeing any sort of localized tornado risk, even with a 1,000 instability environment, whenever we don't have a great storm mode already. And lapse rates are also pretty poor, so we'd have to see some uptrends, but it's not entirely impossible that we end up seeing a brief tornado on Saturday in a worst-case scenario, so we'll keep an eye out on that. And, of course, again, the big event, the snow. Not only tomorrow, but also Saturday through Sunday. Your boy back home is going to be getting in on some of that, hopefully. I don't know why my iPad is stuck. Alright, are we back? My phone had a tier 12 crash out, because apparently there's liquid in the USB port, so I had to unplug it. Hopefully we're back. I really seriously hope that didn't mess with the stream. Yep, that happened. So that's just really cool. Anyway, as I was saying, not only are we going to be looking out for the potential of some severe weather on Saturday, not only that potential ice storm, but obviously the big story, the snow. Hopefully we get in on some of that back here at home in central Illinois. Right now under a winter storm watch, hopefully put under a winter storm warning by later tonight. I don't know why. Okay, it's finally turning on so I can read chat. We do have PA storm trackers out there on the ground right now in northeastern Ohio, actually, contradictory to their name. I know, I'm so funny. They are right now in the East Cleveland area, so they're around like the Chardon area, the Aquila area. They are getting in on some of the heaviest bands of snow associated with this system right now. Again, they're going to be located just above my head up there, if you haven't noticed. And again, you can see some of that snow covering the roads sticking a little bit, but not too greatly, just because we are sitting at about 32 degrees Fahrenheit exactly. And again, in some spots slightly higher. In their region in particular, it's about 33 degrees, so it's kind of iffy as to whether or not this is going to stick too well. But Alright, we've got the chat loaded up here. We got 12 people watching. 12 of you lovely folks out there. Make sure to click that like button down below. We're trying to hit 50 likes this stream. We're at 19 likes in 9 minutes. That is insane, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support. I did not think that this stream would be doing so well thus far. That is incredible. Tracking snow is just so much more boring to me than tracking severe weather. I mean, there's not as much to talk about as, in terms of, like, new developments. It's like, it's snowing, 30 minutes later, it's still snowing, maybe slightly heavier. Whenever we're tracking supercells, we're looking, okay, this frame, the velocity is tightened a little bit, the hail core got a little bit larger, the inflow notch is becoming a little bit more clear. I mean, obviously, it is a much more, minute-to-minute update thing whenever we're tracking severe weather as opposed to snow. But that's why I enjoy having an audience watching whenever we have these big-time winter storms. I mean, I always enjoy having an audience watching, but especially during these winter storm coverage streams. Is Kentucky going to have snow later this week? It depends on which portion of Kentucky you're talking about, my friend, but almost 100% of the state is at least going to be seeing some flakes. Now, whether or not it's going to stick is a good question, and again, that's relative as to what part of Kentucky exactly you're talking about. I suppose actually the 0ZH-RRR, I guess it doesn't quite go out far enough, which is probably why it doesn't have any snow in Kentucky yet. Am I tripping? Do the short-range models seriously not have anything for Kentucky? Because the long-range did. Dude, why do I have 27 new text messages? Okay, yeah, I mean, maybe I'm just... Oh, was I thinking of the second system? I don't know. Trace possible is the moral of the story. Apparently I don't know what I'm talking about. So... that's just phenomenal. Is Texas getting snow? Nope. Unfortunately, that's not really a possibility in the month of November. I actually wouldn't rule out a couple of Texas snows, at least in the northern portion of the state this year. Now, are we going to see a blizzard along the Gulf Coast like we did last year? I would say there's a less than 2% chance. But I mean, that was again, once per lifetime event. Once per century event. I mean, that was, again, a spectacular thing to see. We'd never seen blizzard warnings along the Gulf Coast until Winter Storm Enzo. We'd never seen over a foot of snow accumulation in any part of Louisiana until Winter Storm Enzo. Definitely not along the Gulf Coast. We had never seen that much snow in portions of northern Florida. We had record-breaking snow totals in parts of Florida. I mean, it was a weird one. No doubting that. Arkansas getting snow Monday in the central part. I wouldn't necessarily bank on you guys getting any snow. Now, is some mixed precipitation possible depending on what part of the state you're talking about? Yeah. If we go over to the precip type forecast on the GFS, the GFS isn't so generous with the even the mixed precip in central Arkansas. In fact, it doesn't have any. But if we go over to, I guess you can't do the Canadian on radar Omega. That sucks. Well, Canadians got you getting some wintry mix and potentially even some ice accumulation, but again, I would not bank on Arkansas seeing any snow by any means. And again, that's with the second system, I guess, so I don't know why I was looking at the first one. I am all over the place tonight, guys. But yeah. We got 13 people watching the stream. If you are just now tuning in, make sure to click that like button. We're trying to hit 50 likes this stream. Again, continuing to watch that accumulation pile up there along portions of northeastern Ohio, northwest PA. If you're wondering about the specific snow totals whenever everything is said and done in your area, according to the HRRR model, we're going to be looking at something like 1 to 2 feet across much of far northwestern PA. That's not a good run because it doesn't go out far enough. Give me just a sec. Guess we'd have to look at the 12Z, wouldn't we? And this isn't even accounting for all the snow totals because it had already been snowing a little bit by this point. But once everything is said and done with this event, portions of western New York looking at 1 to 2 feet of snow in the most persistent lake effect snow bands, potentially up to 20 inches in localized regions. Northwestern PA looking a bit closer, like half a foot to a foot for most of the region. Areas in northeast Ohio, similar story. And then again, on top of that, we're going to be looking at our, for you guys, it will be a Sunday system moving through. Indianapolis getting snow and ice. That's a really good question. Indianapolis is kind of going to be in the mixing zone. So if we take a look over, I guess we don't need to look at the GFS. If we take a look over at the NAM model here, and we look at the total snowfall forecast first with this system, you'll notice that it does get Indy quite a bit of snow, but that's not a consistent thing. The NAM model has Indy getting, let's see here, about 7 inches of snow, but if we go over to something long range like the GFS model, the Global Forecasting System, it has much less, significantly less. It's sitting you at about 5 inches of snow, and then things like the European have even less than that. So you're definitely going to be looking at some of that snow. As far as ice goes, I would be willing to bet that one of your more likely spots to see some of that ice would be somewhere near Indy. It's going to be sporadic and hard to forecast exactly where the freezing line is for this event, but it's not impossible for you to get in on some of that wintry mix and some of that ice. We got 17 people watching the stream. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from so that we know what areas we need to be forecasting for this weekend. Again, I mean, this is one of the bigger snow events that we've seen so far this year. This is going to be impacting tens of millions of people, if not hundreds of millions, once you account for New England. So, Central Kentucky, Northeast Texas, St. Louis. St. Louis is going to be one of our hot spots, as we discussed today in our forecast video. And chat just broke. Oh, never mind. Marbury, Maryland. Let's see. What is PA up to? Mr. Josh Brinker out there. I know they were stopping to get some food in Ohio. Let's see where exactly they are now. I'm in Bonham, Texas. Very nice. Let's see. Let's go back while we're trying to find PA's exact location. Let's go back to the Cleveland radar. Again, you can see all that persistent heavy snowfall on the new Radar Omega winter weather radar. Not a fan, if you want me to be completely honest here. By the way, I don't want to turn this entire stream into promo, but you guys should really subscribe to the second channel. We have 3 of the biggest projects that I've ever done on YouTube, all happening within the next 6 months. And they are all relating to different games. So go subscribe to Davis's Games if you've not already. Some of you may know what a couple of them are, some of you may not. PA is in Southington, Ohio. So again, that's still the East Cleveland Metro, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, so kind of way east of Cleveland. They're just northwest of Youngstown, northwest of Warren. Again, they are getting some of that snow pretty good out there. I mean, it is coming down pretty heavily. Again, they have given us permission to use their feed for this stream and every other, so make sure to go subscribe to them if you've not already. They go out there and chase all those big time snow events around the Great Lakes this time of year. And they go out even to the plains and Dixie sometimes during the spring to chase severe weather. Please don't spam, guys. Especially if it's a question I've already answered. Family south of Louisville. Welcome back, Weatherbro. Again, if you're just now tuning in, make sure to click that like button down below. We're trying to hit 50 likes this stream. Thank you guys for all the support. I mean, God bless. Seriously. You guys are insane. 24 likes in 20 minutes after not streaming for like 2 weeks is nuts. And I really do appreciate that. Excited for this snow here in Peoria. Peoria is another hot spot. Again, looking potentially as high up as a foot of snow in the Peoria Metro. If you want to call it a metro. I don't know if that's technically correct. But, again, this isn't even accounting for the entire system yet because the NAM doesn't reach out far enough. And it's already pointing you at, again, 12 inches of snow there. So stay safe out there. The NAM Zero-Z just, I mean, it just went off. It's ridiculous. Again, it's throwing 2 feet of snow at Iowa. It's got you in Peoria at a foot of snow, Chicago at a foot of snow, Milwaukee at 20 inches. I mean, this is ridiculous. You've got Bloomington, Indiana at 13 inches of snow. I don't know if Bloomington, Indiana has ever seen 13 inches of snow, let alone in the month of November. I mean, that is ridiculous. Alan with the $5 dono, 9.5 to 11.5 inches supposedly for us in northwestern Illinois. Yes. Yeah, so up there in northwestern Illinois, actually, the NAM is extremely aggressive for you guys, pointing at 12 to 13 inches. But if you take a look at one of the long-range models, yeah, about 9.5 to 11.5 inches, I believe, for your neck of the woods. Again, the GFS in particular putting you at about 10 inches. So stay safe out there, my dude. Thank you so much for the incredibly generous 5. And also the $50 dono earlier that I missed during the premiere. Get 50 W's in the chat for Alan. That is insane. Again, the goat is back. I mean, he just is. Again, thank you so much, Alan. God bless. I really do appreciate that support, and thanks to you, we are now going to have another live stream tomorrow for the beginning of what could be one of the largest winter storms of the winter. So W's in the chat for Alan Crow the GOAT. He's back again. I mean, Alan is just so extremely generous in everything that he's done for us. Really do appreciate that. I mean, that is insane. What's up, Vincent? How much will Jonesboro, Arkansas get again? I wouldn't bank on Jonesboro getting any snow, but, maybe you see some flakes in a best case scenario. Now, this second system, it's not impossible. Again, the GFS, though, at least as of the 18Z, still has you just south of the rain-snow line. But seriously, let's get as many W's in the chat for Alan as possible. That's insane. And again, now we've got a stream tomorrow, so let's go. Again, Alan is a GOAT. This is insane. He has single-handedly, changed the entire course of this channel. He's a GOAT. He just is. He's nuts. Again, if you're just now tuning in, make sure to like the stream. We're trying to hit 50 likes tonight. We're halfway there. Halfway there. Seriously though, Alan, that is insane. W's in the chat. Every model has you missing out. Yeah, I mean that's the LI curse, Um, GFS doesn't have you missing entirely, does it? Or I guess, is that a different? Yeah, that's a different system. All right, maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. No, I mean it has you getting solid .1 inches. You take it, you take it. No, no, yeah, that sucks though. Severe weather season so far. The second season has been mute, but the snow is kind of insane. Agreed. Certainly. Yeah, again, I already answered your question, and then I slammed you out. I asked you not to keep spamming it, so I hate to do it, but you can come back tomorrow. You can still watch the stream, just you're timed out. 12Z showed you getting 13 inches. Yeah, I mean, it is, again, it is you're getting all or you're getting nothing. You may actually get some ice accumulation out there. That's not impossible. So, good night. But yeah, they'll rage bait. 26 likes, chat. I live in Ankeny, Iowa. It's gonna be insane how much snow we're about to get. Heck yeah, dude. Let's go. I like how Alan just drops a 50 and then just sits there. He just lurks. By the way, at least according to Radar Omega, we've got some thunder snow. And no guarantee that that is 100% accurate, but we may indeed have some thunder snow in upstate New York. In western New York, rather, the Great Lakes region. So if you're out here, if you can do so safely, I mean, obviously don't go out there and drive, but if you can, do so safely, get some shots if you care about that. And that's not a phenomena you see all too often, so. Scope as well. Yeah, usually the lightning tracker is pretty darn accurate. So, again, if I were out there, I'd be taking some videos. And again, I mean, these are heavy preset bands, guys. And again, it's not just upstate New York. I mean, you've, again, had thunder snow reported near Cleveland. So, I mean, it's really all across the Great Lakes region tonight. So if you care at all, I mean, get out there and get a shot as long as you can do so safely. Again, that's what PA's after tonight. Mr. Josh Brinker. Let's see, we don't have a full screen for him. Okay. I just realized we gotta update that dono board, because Alan is a goat. We're gonna put the 55 since I missed his dono earlier. Again, that is insane. I don't know if you're still here, Alan, because he does, he just drops the most generous donos of all time, and then he just says, "Yep, see you." But if you're still watching, you're a goat, my dude. Oh my gosh, he is still here. Alan with the 10-month membership. I think that's the longest lasting member that we have. Get more W's in the chat for Alan. That is insane. W's for Alan down below. Oh my goodness, folks. That is crazy. 10 months. 10 months. That is a long time. I mean, that is crazy. Again, spam up those W's for Alan. Let's get 100 W's in the chat for Alan. Thank you so much. In all seriousness. Greatly appreciated. We're at 28 likes, chat. Let's get that number up to 50. We can do it. We got this, chat. Again, seriously though, Alan, you weren't like that is the epitome of every Davis Does Weather stream ever. But still, and is my camera dead? No, hopefully not. What's up, Sonja? We about to hit 30 likes, heck yeah, let's do it. And the goal tonight is 50, chat. 50 likes. Oh yeah, Alan has donated by far the most. Like, he is by far. By far the top donor. Ignore the voice crack. My friend just sent me a snap. I'm gonna guarantee you it's a video of my stupid face. Yeah, actually, I knew it. I knew it. Type in the chat. Type in the chat if you're here. I know you're here. Type in the chat. You know who you are. Low-key, we might hit the goal. Let's hope. I don't know how we've already been live for over half an hour. But we have. I do it alright. Yep. Mulder's going to be updating in a little bit. Not any of the long-range ones. New GFS doesn't come out for another 2 hours or so. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I just dropped the 20. Chill stream tonight. That's essentially what this is. If you guys are just now tuning in, make sure to like the stream. We're trying to hit 50 likes tonight. And again, if somebody wants to link the second channel in chat, that's fine. Because we've got a lot of big projects coming up over there. You know what, do we want to give a sneak peek for one of them? And there's 3 big things, like huge, huge things that are going to be happening on that channel, hopefully within like the next month. I know I said 6 months earlier, but I don't know why I did. Do we give a little sneak peek, chat? Dude, oh my gosh. No, I was going to say something, but it would be too TMI, so we're not going to do that. I just realized it probably looks like I'm doing something really weird. B-Dog wants a sneak peek. Do we do the sneak peek? No, we'll do the sneak peek. Let me fix this first. Alright, here is what we'll do. Oh, I just realized I made an oopsie. I did an oopsie. That's a throwback. This will be a great way to tease it. Let's just say it's got something to do with these guys right here. Ah! Okay, that's, yep. I just dropped a $1,000 card. If WX Clips was in here, that was, I mean, that, every time we say his name, we, like, summon him, so maybe, I don't know, maybe we can get him in here, but that was a good moment, just saying. WX Clips is probably one of us. Hey, I mean, that's not a bad conspiracy. Why did I make that noise? Listen, I'm not an avid Grow Garden player. I'm not a Grow Garden enthusiast. You remember whenever you made that Davis, like, gritty emergency thing? It was about the funniest video I've ever watched. Apparently I picked my nose on stream. Yes, it's hilarious. Seriously, dude. Well, we took a dip in viewership, so I'm going to say that we're not going to hit that 50 likes, unfortunately. That's okay. 31 is still, 31 is still fun. I don't know why I would say stuff like that. This is why I don't have any friends. You know what? We're gonna keep the winter storm coverage going. But, see, my Roblox Twisted private server, I got scammed. I paid for this last night. And it no work. It doesn't load. And it hasn't loaded since I bought it. So I don't know what the deal with that is. But so we'll do Mr. Henry Gaming's server. But no, I don't want to play the 11-3. There's too many people. It's not something I thought I would ever see, but alright, we'll re-roll till we get a high. No, I don't want to. Also, it's just freaking boring, because every town was already slab. Really, they regenerated. On a constant frozen 11-3, all of them regenerated. Can we talk about the fact that we just got a General Thunder with 600 SRH? When do you think winter storm warnings will get extended into Missouri as late as... I'd say the latest that it could happen would probably be tomorrow morning. I don't see it being any later than that if they're going to actually issue them. Which, I mean, I'm sure they will for St. Louis. And again, you already got the winter storm watch, obviously, but... If you guys are just now tuning in, make sure to like and subscribe. We are doing winter storm coverage on the side now. We're just rolling some twisted servers. We're going to play with viewers here. It's not a whole lot to talk about. You know what? Let me give you a better teaser as to what's going on. Because I grabbed some Pokemon cards. It doesn't... I mean, it's like, you're going to play with Pokemon cards? Let me show you the bigger project here. This might shock some people. This might shock some people. But that's what we have going on right now. I don't know if you can see that. But that's the deal. So... Listen, we're gonna get rich or die trying. You know, I actually have a fourth project that I'm working on, because literally just like 2 hours ago, I dropped a $250 bomb on a booster box. No, I'm not getting Pokemon Go going again. Screw PG. Holy cow, 32 SRH. That might be the lowest I've ever seen. You know, where is... Let me show you guys this bad boy. This right here, in PSA 10 condition, in which I believe that this is probably an 8 or a 9, but in PSA 10 condition, this is a $3,000 card. This is literally like an old truck right here. In the palm of my hand. Or not in the palm of my hand. Now it's in the palm of my hand. I don't know why I'm making jokes with this thing, bro. This is insane. I don't even know why I'm touching it. I sat my freaking iPad on him earlier like a doofus. For anybody that doesn't know, a $3,000 card can go down to $70 real quick. Ungraded, that is a $70 card. PSA 7, that's a $70 card. Needs to be an 8 or better if I want to profit off that in any way. Or not profit off that, but get it above its ungraded level. Yeah, we're literally not getting anything. And by the way, I have 4 of them, but it's the best quality one. It's crazy how, I mean, I literally have, I don't even know how much sitting in here in the form of Pokemon cards. Oh yeah, I've been doing it since I was 5. Let's see, here is, where is it at? The first ever EX card that I pulled, I guess 9 years ago, not 10 years ago. Look at that bad boy. It's beautiful. But yeah, I invested $250. I say invested, like I'm not just buying trading cards. I put down $250 on 6-1. That means I'm not gonna get another high for 35 minutes. I put down $250 on a booster box that's gonna get here next week, hopefully. And I've got a series I want to do with that too. I'm all over the place. I've got like 50. I've got like 5 different second channel series planned. I've got a video on the main channel I need to be working on. I've got to just lock in and do some of these things. And I have started some of them, but Davis does day trading. I don't have a Twisted Series planned. I'll have a Twisted Series planned whenever 1.22 comes out, but for right now, no. But I was thinking every day, starting the first day of 2020, or starting the first day of 2.2, I want to see how long I can get a EF5 every single day for. Hopefully I can do it for a year. And I think that's possible if I really take it seriously. Yeah, can you re-roll this, Twister? This is bogus. We'll go back to what we're supposed to be doing here. PA storm trackers. Continue to watch that snow accumulating. Again, they are along the Ohio-Pennsylvania state line, or yeah, the Ohio-Pennsylvania state line now. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. What? I got whitening all over it. Oh, that's no longer 3 grand. That's kind of sad. Realistically, it wasn't going to be a 10, but... Is that even the right one? That is not what it looks like. There's no way I did that much damage to it. That is not the right one. There's no way. I had that thing in like pristine condition. Hmm. Where are the other ones then? Oh, here they are. Did I mix them up? There is no way I damaged it that much. This is kind of funny. Hold on. Assume these were all PSA 10s. This is $10,000 sitting in my fingertips right now. Crap, now I got them all mixed up. Okay. Careful. Yeah, that can't be the right one. There's no way. Oh, that's not the right one. I guess I really did just whiten it that quickly. Maybe it already looked like that. I don't freaking remember that. I feel like I would have. I mean, I wasn't like that rough with it. I know I just said I sat my iPad on it like 10 minutes ago, but I've had it in a sleeve the whole time. Alright, screw this. We're not grading any of these. Did I damage all of them? This is a disaster. No, Whitney's okay, which sucks, because Whitney's not worth anything. Yeah, you're worth nothing either, and you're okay. Why is the only freaking one that got damaged the one that actually matters? Dude, that actually sucks. Yeah, that was $3,000 that I basically just threw away because I wasn't being careful with it. Moral of the story, be careful with your trading cards. If I'm being totally honest with you, it probably wouldn't have been a PSA 10. I feel like it could have been like a 9, though. Now it's like 7 at best. Uh, do they not have the graded ones on here? Again, by itself, it's like 70 bucks. I know it says 49, but that's because this is a really cheap website and this is a damaged one. Hmm. Yeah, near mint, 130 bucks ungraded. They not show you graded cards? Hmm. Interesting. You know what though? I think price string. Yeah. You can see what I've been looking at. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. There's your proof. Oh, it's really painful to see in person. That's really painful to see. That is really unfortunate. Can't even if it's a 7 now. I just lost $3,300. Ooh. 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 Ow. That like physically hurts me. Some of these were going for 4 grand. Ooh. And again, last year they were like $700 for a PSA 10. Now it's like $4,000, and I just screwed it up. You know what? Why don't we move it over here so that we don't do any further damage to it? Never touching these again. Never once. Nary a singular. Beginning of the villain arc. For real. Alright, I can't look at that anymore, that hurts. Hey, that is genuinely just sad. It was in such good quality. I don't know how I damaged it. It was in a sleeve. It was fully tucked in there. And I'm thinking maybe because it's when I like set my iPad on it on accident. I don't know. But none of the other ones got hurt by that. Oh, that's so stupid, bro. Again, realistically, that wasn't a 10, so it's not like it's a huge deal. At best, it was like a 9. Which, I mean, that's still a... What was that, $300 for a 9? Was it like 700? Now it's like... It's a lot of money thrown away. Like and subscribe for the money loss. What am I doing, bro? What do I name this stream now? This stream that I lost a car as it happened. We're at 34 likes, chat. Let's get to 50. Why did you do that, you big dummy? It's okay. It is okay. I'm saying that I'm really kind of freaking out on the inside. I mean, it's still worth quite a bit. Yeah, Alan is a goat. Alan is a real goat. Seriously, that was the big boy. That was the most expensive one that I had. Wouldn't screwed it all up. It's unfortunate. What can you do, though? Still no luck with Twisted. Yeah, I don't know. We low-key might just end stream pretty soon. Not just because that tragic incident happened, but, you know. The Pokemon incident of Thanksgiving 2025. It is a real bummer. Well, let's show you guys a preview for a series that won't result in me losing all my money. I just realized this is not going to work at all. 12 Demons of Christmas. We're doing it this year, and I'm trying to verify Demon Dash. It's a level I made. Don't judge me, there's a phone covering half my screen. Maybe you do judge me, that was awful. Dude, that timing is so much harder than it looks, I promise you. Well, there's Demon Dash 80 to 100. It wasn't even my computer, it was my stupid iPad, bro. Alright, I'm gonna have to move the face cam down for a second, but I want to do a serious attempt on Demon Dash. Let's beat Demon Dash on stream right now. First attempt, bro. We're doing it. Alright, bro. That did not go well at all. It also disconnected me from my mic for some reason. Oh, Lord. Okay, never mind. What am I doing, bro? This is the main channel. Why am I playing with keyboard? The loser. I can tap my mouse ridiculously loud instead. Last attempt, I promise. I know nobody wants to see this. Alright. Have fun. Listen, I know I said last attempt, but we're gonna do one more just because I'm a liar and a scumbag. Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Alright, bro. We're gonna do one more because I'm still a filthy liar. We're gonna do one more because I was looking at chat. You know, I should put the camera above my hand and make, like, the hand cam that all the real GD YouTubers do. Then I just need a heart rate monitor. I'm good. I'm actually naturally a low, like, my heart rate is naturally low, interestingly. Like, it used to be really high naturally. Like, my sitting rate used to be 120, which is, like, borderline unhealthy. I would go, like, work out. Well, not work out, but I'd, like, run, and I'd have over 200. And then now I sit at, like, a casual 70. And then when I'm working out, maybe, like, a 120. Alright, that's enough of that. That's cool. I swear I'm not, like, obsessed with losing viewers. But I just do all the dumb things that make me lose viewers on purpose. Hold up, Gengi. Alright, Chad, is that in the stream? Is that wraps? Should I make a stream highlights channel? Here, I'll play off stream, Twister, but I'm gonna end stream here. Chat, thank you all for watching. We will be back tomorrow, thanks to the GOAT, Alan Crew. But yeah, that's it for today, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless.